Imagine a seemingly ordinary storefront, the kind you visit every day for the things you need. Now picture the landlord of that entire block holding absolute power, dictating not just the rent, but how you display your goods, how you take payments, and even taking a hefty cut of everything you earn. This isn't some dystopian fantasy, it's the very real tension simmering beneath the surface of our digital lives, embodied in the high-stakes legal showdown between Epic Games and Apple. What appears on the surface as a corporate squabble hints at something far more unsettling, a battle for the very soul of the digital world we inhabit. At the heart of this conflict lies a deeply concerning power dynamic. Apple, the gatekeeper to hundreds of millions of devices, has erected walls around its App Store, demanding a 30% toll on virtually every transaction. For developers like Epic Games, creators of the global phenomenon Fortnite, this isn't just about profit margins, it's about a fundamental question of fairness and control. When Epic dared to offer players a direct line of payment, bypassing Apple's grip, the response was swift and chilling. Fortnite vanished from the App Store, a digital silencing that sent shockwaves through the industry. Think about that for a moment. A flick of a switch and a massive game disappears, raising uncomfortable questions about the true extent of Apple's dominion. But this isn't just a spat between two giants. Consider the whispers of discontent echoing from other corners of the digital landscape. Spotify, a titan in its own right, has openly accused Apple of wielding its power to stifle competition, a sentiment echoed in the halls of the European Union. These aren't isolated incidents, they're cracks in the facade, suggesting a deeper unease about the control these behemoths exert over our digital experiences. What other innovations are being quietly suffocated? What potential breakthroughs are being held hostage by these walled gardens? On one side, you'll hear the reassuring voice of Apple, defending its ecosystem as a fortress of security and stability, a necessary framework for the app economy's very growth. They paint a picture of benevolent stewardship, ensuring a safe and streamlined experience for both developers and users. But listen closely. Is this genuine protection or a gilded cage designed to maintain absolute control? On the other side, the proponents of Epic's stance paint a starkly different picture. A landscape of stifled innovation, of unfair exploitation, a digital marketplace where the house always wins. They argue for a more open and equitable system, one that allows smaller players to breathe and thrive. But is this a genuine call for fairness, or simply a power play disguised as righteous indignation? Here's where the narrative takes a truly unsettling turn. We're navigating a razor's edge. How do we allow for quality control and fair pricing without tipping the scales towards monopolistic control? Apple's supporters warn of a chaotic digital Wild West if regulations loosen, a world where security and user experience could plummet. But the counter-argument chills the blood. Unchecked dominance breeds anti-competitive behavior, potentially limiting our choices and stifling the very innovation these platforms claim to champion. Are we sacrificing long-term progress for short-term convenience? Are we sleepwalking into a future where a handful of corporations dictate the terms of our digital existence? This seemingly contained legal battle is, in reality, a thread intricately woven into the larger tapestry of antitrust challenges facing big tech companies across the globe. The outcome of Epic versus Apple isn't just about their bottom lines, it has the potential to send seismic waves through Apple's entire business model, potentially reshaping how app distributors and developers worldwide generate revenue. More disturbingly, it could set legal precedents, whispers in the halls of justice that might inspire new regulations, casting a long shadow over platforms like Google's Play Store. This isn't merely a fight over current profits, it's a defining moment, one that will indelibly mark the landscape of app development, legality, and digital consumerism for years to come. The stakes here are colossal, far beyond mere dollars and cents. They delve into the ethical core of our digital future, forcing us to confront uncomfortable questions about the balance between control and freedom in this ever-expanding realm. This isn't just a spectator sport, it's a battle that will shape the very air we breathe in the digital age. Pay close attention, because the outcome of this high-stakes legal showdown won't just determine who wins this round, it will offer a chilling glimpse into the future of our digital world, a future that may be far more controlled and far less free than we currently imagine.